Good morning. It has been a minute, y'all. This entire week I have not been filming videos at all, and I have just been honing in on working, y'all, and it has been crazy. Very rewarding, but insane. We need to chat because I don't want you guys to have the same mistakes that I went through. So if you are setting up your Etsy store, it's your first time doing like print on demand or whatever, for one, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. I'm gonna tell you that. You're gonna go back, you're gonna change your listings constantly, you're gonna keep researching and learning things and improvising and refining things. Just know that that's a thing. It's gonna happen. It's okay. There are a few things that I wish I took into consideration when I first started uploading listings. I talked to you guys about the QR code situation. If you do not know, I bought a QR code off of like a free QR code website or whatever. I created one for my site that I include in my listings. And 2 weeks in or whatever, mind you, I'm pumping it out like listings. I receive an email and they're like, you have to pay $35 if you want this to stay active. And they disabled the QR code. And I was like, what the heck? I thought this was like a free thing. Apparently not. I have Canva Pro, and I feel like most people do, or they have something along the lines. I could have just made the QR code in there. Duh. It was free and it would stay active and it would be okay. Once I realized that, I was like, oh, had to go back, change the QR code in all the listings and everything. What else have I learned? Because there's been so much stuff. I have been using Kittl to create mock-ups, to create designs, like get some inspo. Not so much creating designs. I think I like put stuff together myself in Canva. And then I do use some Kittl stuff. I won't say that I don't. It's just a mixture of things. And I'll look at like Adobe Express for specific stuff because I still have Adobe Express. I haven't canceled it yet, even though I downloaded Affinity. Anyways, that's whatever. Adobe Express has saved me in some moments, and I think that's why I keep it. I like making infographics for my support group, just like to help people in general. In Adobe Express, it's just, I don't know. I'm tapping into Affinity. We'll see. I'll cancel it soon. Okay. Don't hate me. Because I know a lot of people are like, girl, don't pay for Adobe Express. That's too much. Whatever. So that was like a learning thing. I was like, ugh. QR code, whatever. Fix that. The design stuff, always learning, watching videos on YouTube, asking Gemini how to do stuff. It's been a whole process. I'm having so much fun with it. And then I also use Recraft to put the designs on the mock-ups and make it look realistic. What was I gonna say? So that was like a whole thing. We've moved past the learning how to do the mock-up, how to make them, whatever. I'm going more into making like quality mock-ups in Kittl versus Gemini because that thing is powerful. Okay, I will say that the tokens, that's rough. Knowing how to speak to AI and like knowing how to speak to a specific program, like I don't know if it's the same language, if they all know, I don't know. I'm learning what do I need to say, what is the prompt that I need to create, and I'm using Gemini to figure out like what prompts I can send to Recraft or to Kittl. Like I'm trying to understand how to work efficiently and then also make it do something spectacular for me. You know what I mean? Like quality mock-ups with, you know, accessories and all this stuff and like the detail in the photo. That's one thing. Still learning this week. I'm diving more into that this week actually. And I'm like, another thing that I just finished, which y'all, people don't talk about this. I be up till like 4 a.m. The way that I am so dedicated to quitting my job at the end of this year, or at least creating a second income that is like another job, you know, because I'm all about that bag. If I can do both and the money is rolling, then I'm gonna be like, you know what, maybe having a full-time isn't so bad, you know? So if I can do both, then I'll be like, hell yeah. You know, have the benefits, have money coming in. Okay, cool. My thing is, I'm catching that bag, not because I want like superficial things, not because I want to be flashy or anything like that. No, because I want freedom and I want choice. I want to be able to decide what to do with my freaking time. Y'all, if I could just be rich and volunteer for the rest of my life, that is my dream. However, that is not the way that the world works. Gotta get that bag, you know what I'm saying? My thing is, I've talked about it, I just don't like working a 9 to 5 and knowing that a corporation has control over me. Hate it! And I really want just to be able to say like F you, you know what I mean? Without saying like F you. Because I'm appreciative, but I'm also like, I want to be able to be like, I don't need you. Another thing, your providers, okay? When you create a mock-up, like the first moment you create a mock-up, when you're picking the design, okay, you scroll down a little bit, it's gonna say parentify choice, and then it's gonna say provider. It is important for you, or no, it's not gonna say provider, it's gonna say choose manually. It is important for you to hit choose manually and research the providers, figure out which one you want to work with. Why? Because Printify Choice chooses for you, and I am the type of person, I'm a type A. Okay. I like to have a lot of control. I like to know, what quality control looks like, what products I'm putting out, if they're gonna be good and all this stuff. Like, I need to know that the product is good. I need to know that the printing provider is like well known, has a good reputation, puts out good quality products, because one, I want 5 stars, right? I want to be a top seller. I'm not just going to pick the cheapest provider and they're lowly rated or whatever. I will say mixed reviews in the world of Reddit threads and just looking at people's Facebook groups talking about all this stuff. When it comes to the ratings on Printify, some people say, oh yeah, like the ratings are accurate. Then some people are like, no, I don't think so. There's a lot of back and forth, okay? A way that you can figure out, is this like the quality products is whatever, is by testing, like ordering a sample in each supplier, like, or not each supplier, but from each provider that are like your top, right? Do your research and then pick your top. And for that specific item, order your sample, compare, wash that shit multiple times, and then be like, all right, I like the quality of this one, and then make that your print provider. Not to say that you're never gonna have any issues, but at least you feel confident that these are the print providers that you're working with. So that's really important. I have Monster Digital and then Swift POD for certain products, but top is gonna be Monster Digital, just based on research, based on my lovely friends that freaking advised me. They have been selling on Etsy for a long time, so they were like, girl, we have not had really that many problems. Out of 500 orders, they've had like 5 issues. And then another thing that I learned from them, I'm very blessed, y'all. I'm just sharing the blessings, okay? Is returns and exchanges. So when you have a print on demand shop, I forgot that there's people that will try to like ask for a return, ask for a refund, that just want money, you know what I mean, or free shit. It's important for you to add into your Etsy store your returns and exchanges, whether or not you approve returns or exchanges. I changed to exchanges or only within the first 14 days of delivery. And then you are going to put on every single listing in the description, you're gonna add in your little disclosure saying, this is my 14-day exchange policy, that we don't accept returns because everything's made to order. If the item is delivered with a defect or a quality issue, then we would happily exchange the item for the same style and the same size. We don't do size exchanges or style exchanges, right? Because if somebody gets like the same style and the same size and they're like, I'm kind of sleepy right now because I went to sleep at 4 a.m., so bear with me. So if somebody wants to return and they're like, oh, well, the large was just a little too big, like, come on now, look at the size chart. So also something I have to do, this is a task that I have as of now, is add a little disclosure in your size chart in your listing and say like, please make sure to go with the size chart because we do not exchange sizes in any exchanges or whatever. Something like that. Whip it up, y'all. My brain, I'm running on like 2-3 hours of sleep, okay? That was really key information that I did not know. And so I had to go back. Yesterday I was working on like the quality of everything, right? I wanted to improve some of my listings because they just weren't matching with the quality of the listings that I have recently pumped out. And I really felt like the designs would just shine in a different light if I took the time to update the mock-ups and make them like better. So I did that for some designs, and then also added the disclosure, the 14-day exchange policy in every single listing in the description. Very time consuming, okay? Because I have 44 listings or 43. And then I have some that I'm amping up. I decided to hide the ones that I need to update, that I really want to work on or whatever, because I want to feel confident in my shop. I want to feel like when people go there, when they shop, I know what print provider they're getting, what quality, and I'm so afraid of somebody ordering something and being like, I hate it, the quality sucks, blah. I have confidently gotten to a point where I'm like, you know what? It's all good. They're gonna have a quality product. It's gonna be a good experience because I worked hard to make it that way. And the behind the scenes is so real when it comes to working for yourself, starting a business, and like just believing in yourself. Count the small wins, because it's a lot of trusting the process. I'm thinking long term, I'm not thinking short term. I accept the fact that I may not see the fruits of my labor for a whole year. I'm accepting that. Hopefully, it would be nice if I saw it before. I am counting the little wins though. And the little win that I had this week was raising my analytics. So my amount of clicks, my amount of visits to my Etsy store, I've been trying to figure out how to drive traffic to my Etsy. Social media is just chaotic right now. So I go in and out. Between TikTok, Instagram. I took a break. I'm still taking a break. I'm just in and out. As far as like marketing on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, it's overwhelming for me. I am just sticking to one platform, and that one platform is Pinterest. Why? Because a lot of people post their Etsy listings on Pinterest. 2, because Pinterest is a vibe and I love being there. So it doesn't affect my mental. 3, when you create pins on Pinterest, not only can you organize it to different boards, so you can like organize your store based on different themes or whatever, you can tag your product to listing, and you can add the link to your product too. 2 different times you can add the link to the product. And so when people come across their pin, they can add it to their board, and your link is there. People will click your link, they will visit your shop, or they will save it and somebody else will look at their board and see it and click and visit your shop. I have been focusing on posting Pinterest pins, and when I tell you, the traffic went from 0 to 1 impression, and now I'm at like 10 impressions, 20 impressions for some posts. I have pin clicks, which I'm still learning like which one's more important. From what I understand, pin clicks is more important. I don't know. Don't go at me because I'm still learning. I gotta go into, I believe it's called pin clicks, and figure out how to study like the analytics even more, and figure out like what areas I need to work on. See what works, see what doesn't work. It's a lot of trial and error. Just like social media, when you post, use different hooks, you see like what works and what people are gravitating towards. There's visual hooks, there's verbal hooks. So learning and deconstructing your videos is the same as like figuring out how to drive traffic. In my opinion, I'm very logical. I'm very like breaking things down, whatever. It's the same as, figuring out how to drive traffic to your store. And I'm figuring out what works, what people like. They like very aesthetically pleasing photos. They like people with accessories, sunglasses, hat, earrings, rings, bracelets, necklace, you name it. The more accessories you got, matching shoes, matching hat to the shoes, like the more people want to click. Putting that together, I am seeing the wins. I'm seeing the analytics go up, and I'm seeing the visits go up, and I'm like, I'm not getting any orders yet, but it's coming. Like, it's improving. I'm figuring out how to do stuff. Celebrate the small wins, because hey, it's freaking hard. It's hard to keep going, sometimes. But if you're in it for the long haul and you have that mindset where you're like, I'm just going to give it my all for 1 year and see where it goes. That's my mindset. I'm like, I'm giving it my all for 1 year, and I'm really giving my all. I'm working hard every single day. I'm waking up early. I'm staying up late. I'm doing what I gotta do to make sure that I show up for my goals, and the rewards will come later. I believe it. You gotta manifest, and don't let people's thoughts get into your head. I'm really not even seeking anyone's validation when it comes to this. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing it for me. I'm doing it for my future. I know that I am going to be successful. Why? Because I'm showing up and I'm doing it. And you will be too. Believe in yourself and just don't let people fuck with you. The evil eye is real, so be careful who you talk about your goals to. I feel like I'm on top of the world all the time because I have been blessed with the bestest friends ever in this freaking planet. I consider them family. The way we hype each other up into delusion and the way that we believe that we're going to be successful and we are working every day at it. Yeah, can't wait. We talk about it all the time. We're like, when we reach our goals and when we are at the place we want to be at, we're going to travel together. We're going to enjoy the fruits of our labor together. And right now, we are just grinding. And there's nothing like being able to reach out and like talk to your friends. And one, they're low maintenance friends like me, I love. And two, they're always doing stuff. And you're like, yes, let's keep doing stuff together. Best feeling ever. So blessed. Yeah, I just wanted to come on here and tell you guys like the mistakes that I have made and let you know that you got this, because it is a lot of trial and error. It is a lot of learning. It is a lot of watching YouTube videos. It's a lot of asking Gemini questions. It's a lot of reading articles. It's a lot of all these things you just gotta do. It's a lot of making mistakes. It's a lot of refining the process, and it's totally fine if you keep doing that. Like, the whole point is that you keep doing that till the end of time. I feel like that never ends. Just believe in yourself, you know? Like, nobody is really gonna believe in you like you. And so, therefore, I am to the point of delusion where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be successful. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win in life. And I'm gonna be able to look back at these YouTube videos and be like, this bitch didn't even know what was coming. Keep your head up. And honestly, keep researching, keep learning. I hope that the things that I said will help you so far. And if you're starting your journey, like, I really hope that you take those things, those key lessons that I have learned, and you roll with it, because it's gonna save you some time. It really is. Last thing, I'm editing this video and I was like, hold on, I have to tell them this because this is so important for you to take the time to organize. Organize. It is worth taking an entire day to organize all your downloads, all your photos, or whatever, and put them into folders. Create folders for the item, the type of item. Within that folder, create listing folders, as in like the name of your listing and then listing at the end folder. And within that folder, I want you to put all the photos that are on the listing in there. Okay? When I tell you that saved me, okay? The organization, the structure has not only made things efficient, but it's also really saved me so much time when I'm going back refining processes, because I know where everything is. And I'm not saying that it's always organized, because yesterday was chaotic. It was a creation day. I was just updating things and then pumping out stuff. You know, I was creating new listing photos and all this stuff, right? So the downloads, they're downloaded and they are crazy. Like, there's just a mixture of shit in there. So yeah, it's gonna be chaotic. But then you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna take the next day and you're gonna make that a organizing day or an organizing morning, because sometimes it doesn't even take that long, as long as you keep cleaning up, okay? And keep making sure that your space is organized. That is going to save you so much heartache, and it's also going to help you in the future. Another tip that I have for you that I did not do, okay? Like, I have not done it the majority of the time. I feel like a lot of people would save this. I just wasn't. I was only saving the listing photos that I edited, exactly how they are on the listing, the color options, the instructions, the thank you, all of that. The actual photo that you edit with the design of the person, I've been deleting those, y'all. I have been deleting them. And then I'm like, what am I gonna post on social media? Just Pinterest. What am I gonna post? Yeah, lesson learned. So now I have created another folder for content specifically. And I'm putting all the images that have the design, like my design on it, I'm putting all that in a folder called, I haven't even named it yet, content, like ready for content. That way I can just pump out those Pinterest pins with those same pictures and boom, just do it from the laptop. Super quick. I can link everything and I have that. Another thing that I'm going to say is if you find quality photos and you want to add your design to it and the listing photos are not the same, it's like another person or whatever, you can do that. We have free will, yo. So if you think it's a cutesy picture, then add your design to that cutesy picture with the same product and just post it on Pinterest and link your listing. No one's gonna care. They're gonna be like, oh my gosh, that girl just probably purchased from the store. That's why the listing photos are different. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll just be like, it's just different. Nobody's stressing it. I will say that right there has helped drive traffic to my store because I have been finding really cutesy pictures and I have been putting my design on it and the mock-up listings are not the same picture, but I'm like, whatever, I'm just gonna put it. And yeah, people like that. They have been clicking, they have been, saving the pin. That's a hot tip and that's it. That's all I got. I had to add that in. I love you guys so much and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. Bye.